Hello everyone, and welcome back to Completionist Progress for episode 13. So I've been a bit inactive between now and the previous episode, but yeah, it's gonna be a bit hard to follow up last episode. I got my first 99 in smithing, and we also did Dragon Slayer 2 and just a bunch of dragon kills. Start off the episode with a Visage even. If you did miss that, I'd go back and watch it. Or Visage. Anyway. So for this episode, I do have a few things in mind. I mentioned a while back that I was close to 90 construction, and that's just kind of been sitting here for a while. But I actually wanted to not only get 90 construction, but do a bit of a player-owned house rework, because there's a lot of things I've been wanting to upgrade and change, so I've been saving it all for this episode. I also would like to get Mage Arena 2 done, because if I just go here and scroll down, yeah, it's the only mini quest I'm missing. I'm still missing a few of the smaller quests too, like the Zaya ones, I think, but we'll get to those whenever I feel like it. And aside from that, I also would like to get a few more 99s, because you probably will notice I'm close to a few, and I'm pretty much ready to get them at some point in this episode. As much as I do love 99 smithing and glad it was my first 99, it's kind of wore off its novelty a bit faster, being like my first 99 untrimmed. I don't really wear the cape that much. So, I don't know, I'm ready to get more 99s, even if I don't want to just keep getting 99 after 99 for a max cape yet. And another thing to know is, it's also been a while since I got a pet. I'm not saying I'm hunting pets, but I kind of would like to get a PVM pet for a change. I don't know, that's not really under my control though, if it's this episode or not. And the final things to know is that I did get 96 hit points and 94 range while killing dragons like Vorkath. And also, the completionist list I've been mentioning for the past few episodes, it was finished at the end of, or was finished for last episode, so that's all up, it's in the description. And also, I plan to update the list when the episode goes live. So if you're watching this now before episode 14's out, anything that happens for episode 14 won't be updated in the list till 14 comes out. Hopefully I explained that well, but pretty much you won't be spoiled about the next episode if you're up to date, but if you're watching this in the future, you'll be spoiled by seeing the list because we'll show things that I completed for future episodes. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully that all made sense, and let's get into this video. Getting right into things, this should be 90 construction at last. I had that level waiting for so long, but now it's done. I can upgrade the altar, I can boost for, I think it's the Fairy Ring Spirit Tree. I can do a lot of stuff I've been holding off on doing. And yeah, I decided the best way to do that though is a little building montage, and then afterwards I'll go over the house and show off, you know, the new layout and all that stuff. Because I think between episodes or a while back I did change the layout and was saving it for this episode. Anyway, here's a little building montage. Oh, I actually got it. Okay, so many stews later, a fairy ring with a spirit tree, an obelisk in a second superior garden, an occult altar, a mythical cape with the teleport, one costly cape rack, a set of runite armor, something I'll probably regret, and a new boss head. Oh, experience. There we go. A new boss head. Something else I need to boost to make. A bigger pet house. A fancier adventure log. Something inside the boss display. Another ornate pool because I can. And that is it for the building montage. So now to do that house tour to show off the new layout and also some things that didn't make it into the building montage. You'll see why once I get in there. But yeah. So I'm really happy with how the house turned out, and you'll probably notice right away, I upgraded the portals to marble frames and also changed the positions. So I actually did this because a while back when the Raids 2 devlog came out, Ranger gloves shot up in price, and I had Ranger gloves. You might actually remember from previous episodes, I got them from Elite Clues, and I had one in my treasure chest, so I sold them for like 22 mil. And they all already crashed back down, but I decided to put the money I got from that towards upgrading the portal to marble. Why? Because I like marble. There's not really any benefit, I just think they look cool. So, yeah, that was the last thing I did for the montage or the upgrades, but it's a little too hard to do for a montage. One thing I didn't realize, though, is if you remove a frame, it actually keeps the portal. So when I built the marble frames, it still remembered all the portals. Unfortunately, since I also was shuffling around the locations, the only one that I was able to keep in the same location was Varrock, but oh well. But I think before my house was 3 wide and then 5 long, And I like to do a closed door design where there's no doors leading outside. But the problem was, it was hard to do that with the achievement gallery because I want the achievement gallery in a position, or achievement gallery. I think it was called gallery in the earlier designs. Anyway, the achievement gallery in a position like this where it's close to the pool. But in my old design, that would be a door outside, which I didn't like. So I redesigned the house, and I have it now where it's 4 wide and 5 tall, so I can still keep a closed door design. Some of these rooms are more or less fillers, like I don't really need a games room there, and the kitchen and dining room could be elsewhere, but I just share it to keep the shape. I could also swap one of the studies with the dining room, but it doesn't really matter too much for how I use it. So, yeah, but you saw most of the features. I got, like, the new boss display, upgraded the altar, adventure log, have the smithing cape there now, though. The mythical cape's here because it actually has a teleport. The costumes back there, workshop up there, studies. Combat ring I like to keep close because it does have the max hit dummy, but also just if you do want to ever use it, I like keeping it close to the altar or the restore pool. The altar is over there because I don't really use it often. It's just mainly to cap off the side. If I do need to use it, I can swap it with here, or swap it with here I was hosting. I don't know, I do have a different layout I was working on for hosting, so it still keep a similar shape, but I can move around a few rooms. But the main thing to note is, yeah, I have a second pool now. I also did do the hedges. I think I didn't show them, or the flowers here. But I realized you could walk over these flowers, so I thought, why not spice up this room with some flowers, because it was a bit plain. Though in some ways, without the walls, the flowers look a bit weird. Anyway, I don't want to make this clip too long. But I do have a scrying pool here for the wilderness. And that's the only reason. I don't put the scrying pools in others because of cost, and also because you have to walk around with the back portal. But just to quickly go over the portals, this has Waterbirth, Marim, and Anakar themed more around bossing. This has popular portals with Canifis, Corinne, Lunar. Then down here I have some common cities I'd go to for Rock, Lumbridge, Camelot, and then more clues or the unused locations like Artie, Digsite, and Yannel. And I don't have Falador anymore because I realized the jewelry box has Falador. And the only other thing to note is, yeah, I did get rid of my KQ head, because originally the plan was KB at the bottom, Abyssal in the middle, and then KQ at the top. But now that we have Vorkath, Vorkath should go at the top, so I need another KQ head for down here. But yeah, I think that concludes it for my house tour. Hopefully you guys like the new design. And now to get to some other stuff. So lately I've been working on agility in the background because, well, 99 agility takes a lot of time, so what I've been trying to do is get like 1% to 99 each day, and yep, there it is, 91 agility, my first level towards 99, well, since 90 anyway. So yeah, at the moment I'm around 7.2% to 99, and I think like 1% is like 70-something K experience. I don't know, it's not a whole lot, but it's been a goal I've been working on, trying to get like 1% a day or around there. Maybe some days I can do more, because it seems a lot more manageable to look at, you know, 1999 agility as 100 days rather than 7 million experience or like 100 plus hours. I don't know. So that's just something I've been working at, and I might have updates of future agility levels, or I might just save them all up and show at once. I'm not sure, because I don't want to show, you know, a clip for every single level, but for skills like agility where it takes a long time, I kind of want to. I usually try to avoid talking about recent updates in these clips because sometimes the videos get delayed for months and then it's no longer relevant, but since this affects how the video looks, I thought it was worth bringing up because in a recent update, it had some minor quality of life, but the scroll bar is now on the left side, and by default, and I decided to keep it there because sometimes it is an issue on the right side. And also there's 92 agility because I kept doing agility and it just kept going up. But aside from just moving the scroll bar, there were some other things. Barbarian Assault Armors now go in the costume room, which gives me another thing to work at for my old Completionist, because I care more about filling the costume room Completionist than owning one of every item, so that makes me more interested in the items than before. There is also a tracker now for music, so almost got the music gate back. I know what I'm missing already, though. And one other thing, I did change a graphics setting, because I saw a post about how to do something that supposedly might help a bit with graphics. So I can't really say if I noticed it that much, but it also changed some other settings on my end around the same time. So the video clips might look a bit different, and now the scroll bar's on the other side. So, yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm here at the Mage Arena because earlier in the video I mentioned how I want to get to Mage Arena 2 as one of my goals for the episode, and Well, the video's already running decently long to the point that if I don't start this now, I might not have time to finish it this episode. So I'm going to be talking to this guy here, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kaladian or something like that. Anyway, I'll talk to him and go through all the dialogue and read all the lore because it's awkward to try and do that while commentating in these clips. And I think I'll try and record clips of each of the bosses, but they're not entertaining. I'll just cut to the end when I have all the hearts or to parts where I'm getting PK'd or something interesting happens. But yeah, I need to prepare for each of the bosses. I actually just got a Gothic staff because I never got a Void Knight Mage yet, and I don't have a Staff of the Dead or a Staff of Light, so I'll probably have to buy them and maybe get some other stuff too. But yeah, I'll figure out where the bosses are, how to kill them, and have clips of hopefully me beating them. And there we go. This should finish up Mage Arena 2. Okay, so I just need to hand in a God Cape, I think. And I decided I will go with Gothics first. And ta-da! It's completed. Now I have my first imbued God Cape. Although I will need to hunt down more of the demons to get the other capes. And also some for my cape rack, so I probably will end up putting this one in the cape rack later on and just keep the Ceridome and Zamrock in my bank, or maybe I'll just get some of each, I don't know. But I completed Mage Arena 2, and now I got the upgraded cape, and have to get a few more. I also realized I did change my Staff of the Dead into a Staff of the Light, so yeah, I was planning to sell it back, but that also makes it a little harder to farm the Zamrock one. Anyway, I think I did put little fast-forward clips of the boss, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And there is still one other thing I need to do this episode. And that thing is to get my second 99. So I've had some skills ready to get 99 for a while now, and I mentioned at the start of the episode how I was ready to let the untrimmed smithing cape go. You know, I really don't care much for being untrimmed. So it's time to get my next 99, and as you can probably guess, it is going to be crafting. You thought I was going to be farming, didn't you? So there is 99 crafting, and I can now get the crafting cape. Now, this is a skill that I have a little mixed feelings on, because I hate how the perk is a teleport used for banking, not something relevant to the skill, but it still is a skill that I did enjoy training. I did molten glass and battle stays for most of it. And yeah, so now I can finally get that cape, which I probably will use despite the fact I hate how the perk is used for banking. So let me figure out how to get in the crafting guild. Well, after a bit of hopping to try and find a world that didn't have like 20 players here, I think I'm now ready to go inside. Now, I'm not sure if they'll actually let me in just with 99 crafting. Nope, I still need to put on the brown apron. Good thing I got that. So, there we go. Now I can get the cape. That's fine. Ta-da, crafting cape. It does not go with the outfit. I kind of was having the green graceful for 99 farming, but that will come in time. And actually, like smithing, I really don't remember what this emote is, or I can't really say I've seen it too often, but ta-da, I made a cat or something. I don't know, but the main reason people usually get this cape, though, is for the teleport, which comes out somewhere around here, which is the closest to the deposit box and also pretty close to a bank. So, yeah, there is 99 crafting. Oh, and also that was a decently interesting total level. I think I got like 5 over the course of this episode, which isn't a ton. And, also, yeah, you might be wondering why I have these random capes here. Well, that's because that was a placeholder. The brown fender cloak was a placeholder for the crafting cape. That's for the diary, and that's for construction, which I might get eventually. So, yeah. And I also do have my beaver pet. I think it's probably outside. Let me call it. Yeah, dag it. And another thing relating to the pet, I brought this one out just because I've been using the Rift Guardian for so long that I thought it was nice to bring out the beaver for a change. And in the spreadsheet for the completionist stuff, I do now list the pet names, and I still have not found a name for the RC pet. So, yeah, maybe need to think about one for that. And the other thing is, I think I did mention earlier how when I post the episode, I'll update tasks that were from that episode on the list. So, you know, if you're keeping up with the series, the list will always be accurate to the series and not spoil things. But if I do a task that's not relevant to the episode, I'll just update whenever. I forgot to mention that earlier. But, yeah. So that is 99 crafting and the end of this episode. So hopefully I hope you guys enjoyed, and, well, I don't really have much else to say, so thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.